You're listening to The Big Iron Buzz.
Welcome to our latest episode of the Big Iron Buzz, where each week we'll bring to you the latest news and trends in the ag, real estate, and used equipment markets. This podcast is brought to you by Big Iron Auctions and Big Iron Realty, rural America's premier online unreserved auction site, bringing you rural connections, respected values, and real deals. Hi everyone, I'm Ryan Smith, and I'm the host of the Big Iron Buzz. My guests today are District Managers Travis Hackert and Kevin Nelson and Region Manager Jay Smith. We have a transportation focus auction coming up on Big Iron on May 26th, and today we'll be featuring just a fraction of the great equipment we've got up for bid here. Our first guest today is District Manager Travis Hackert. Travis, why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Thanks for having me on, Ryan. Again, I'm Travis Hackert. I'm the district manager for District 44 that encompasses most of Wyoming, a third of South Dakota, and half of Montana. So we have a pretty wide berth up here. I live in northeast Wyoming, right at the base of the beautiful Bighorn Mountains.
Now, Lock Trucking out of Wheatland, Wyoming has 35 items up for bid on next week's auction. Can you share the highlights with our listeners?
These trucks have been very well maintained, and this is a awful good listing. Lock Trucking is just updating their fleet. They have 9 Kenworth truck tractors on our May 26th auction. There's 2 2014 Kenworth T660 tandem axle truck tractors. One has not quite 34,000 miles shown. The other one has 797,000 miles. There's 3 2012 Kenworth T660 tandem axle truck tractors. 2 2005 Kenworth T600 tandem axle truck tractors. 2 2007 Kenworth T600 tandem axle units. There's a 2003 Raven Eclipse tandem axle flatbed trailer, plus a number of parts and shop supplies, and you won't want to miss this auction. The equipment inspection day is scheduled for May 22nd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at their truck lot in Wheatland, Wyoming.
What else does your team have for sale in Wyoming next week?
We have a number of sales going on. There's a little bit of everything for everyone. Purple Sage LLC out of Baggs, Wyoming has 10 items for sale. There's a 2001 Freightliner FL80 tandem axle vacuum truck, a 1991 International 6x4 tandem axle drill truck, plus a number of attachments including backhoe buckets, snowblowers, blades. Bighorn Power Equipment has a 2009 Econoline tandem axle flatbed trailer. There's also 2 other packages that I'd like to mention. The Brutch Ranch and Wild Horse Ranch. The Brutch Ranch has 12 items for sale. Located in Lusk, Wyoming, 1982 Honda 200 3-wheeler golf cart, 1978 Chevy 4x4 C10 pickup, New Holland 166 windrow inverter. And the Wild Horse Ranch in Cody, Wyoming has a 2013 Case TR 320 compact track loader and a Powder River squeeze chute.
Our next guest today is Kevin Nelson from the great state of Kansas. Kevin, before we start talking about what's for sale in your area, would you mind introducing yourself to our listeners?
Yeah, I'm Kevin Nelson. I live northeast of McPherson, Kansas. Been there all my life, and I am the district manager for District 3, Eastern Kansas, for Big Iron Auctions. Be going on 9 years now. 3 years as an ISR and going on 6 years as district manager.
Now, Kevin, before we start talking about the trucks for sale in your area, can you tell me what you're hearing from customers about the new equipment market and how this is impacting the sale of used equipment?
Well, it's basically a case of supply and demand. I mean, in all my travels, what's happening is due to, raw materials being kind of shy and things like that. That affects like new equipment being built and coming off the line, ready for delivery. I've talked to some guys where, they've ordered some new units, whether it be tractors or any kind of equipment, and they're anywhere from 6 to 8 months, even a year out for getting it. But, as a farmer myself, it really plays into the role where, if you need something to get your crops in, get your tillage work done and stuff like that, and something breaks down or what have you, there it falls into supply and demand. That's what's driving the auction prices today that are, everything's bringing such good money, because if it's not out there to be had, people are going to fight for it and go after it and buy on the auction site.
There's quite a bit of transportation equipment for sale in Kansas this week. Can you share the lineup with our listeners?
Yeah, we got, as far as some trucks, I'll just highlight just a couple of them. We have a 1989 International 9370 SBA tandem axle grain truck. That's in Scranton, Kansas for May 26th. 1975 Chevrolet C65 tandem axle grain truck in Pomona, Kansas. Also have a 2001 Freightliner Century day cab tandem axle truck tractor, and that sells in Leroy, Kansas. And then I just want to highlight, we have a lot of sellers on May 26th. We don't have time to go through all of them, but just some highlights. We have Dale Winger selling in Burton, Kansas, May 26th. He has a nice 2012 McDon FD70 35-foot flex draper header that was used with also selling on this sale, a 2010 John Deere 9770. STS bullet rotor combine with rear wheel assist. Jeff Hodges Farms in Reading, Kansas has a 2015 International TerraStar two-wheel drive service truck. He's got a couple tandem axle aluminum tanker trailers. He has a 2006 Case IH 8010 four-wheel drive axial flow combine just in time for harvest. He also has a 2006 John Deere 8230 MFWD tractor. It's going to be on the 26th. We got the Dwayne Umbarger retirement. That's in Thayer, Kansas. He has a 2004 Pace Setter 24-foot tandem axle enclosed trailer. He's got a 1975 WW 20-foot tandem axle gooseneck livestock trailer. They also have a great lineup of farm equipment up for bid, including a 1988 Case IH 7120 tractor, a 1980 John Deere 4440 tractor. C&W Ranch in Smolin, Kansas has a 2004 International 8600 tandem axle truck tractor. And they also have a 94 homemade spread axle 36-foot expandable gooseneck flatbed trailer. Fraze Brothers in Inman, Kansas, if you're looking for a service truck, I have a 1993 International 4700 single axle with service body. Wade and Cecilia Thompson in Leroy, Kansas have a 2001 Freightliner Century day cab tandem axle truck tractor and a 1997 International 9200 tandem axle truck tractor. David Strouder in Leroy, Kansas has a 2010 Cornhusker 847-foot spread axle hopper bottom grain trailer. We have Lindsay Farms in Lebo, Kansas with a 2002 Vantage 39-foot tandem axle end dump truck, a 1979 Chevy C70 Cheyenne single axle grain truck, and a 1977 Ford F600 single axle grain truck. We also have Russell Jamison in Quinter, Kansas has a 1982 Ford F800 boom truck. Don Pearson in the Osho Rapids has a 1980 Kenworth K100 tandem axle grain truck. And last but not least, Dan Sowers in Bird City, Kansas has a 1979 International F4370 tandem axle truck tractor. There's a huge lineup. Like I said, we don't have time to go through it all, but be sure to go to BigIron.com and check out that May 26th sale.
Thanks, Kevin. Lastly, we have Jay Smith, who's the regional manager here at BigIron for the states of Iowa and Minnesota, plus part of North Dakota, Wisconsin, and Missouri. Jay, let's start out with you telling our listeners a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, well, thank you, Brian. Like you said, my name is Jay Smith. I've been the regional manager here in the North Central region for nearly 4 years. We've got 9 districts in the North Central region, and I call home New Virginia, Iowa, which is just south of Des Moines.
Now, Jay, there are some really nice trucks and trailers coming up for sale in your area next week. Can you give us the rundown here?
Yeah, absolutely. We're very proud of the offering we've got coming up. I'm going to highlight a few of them that I think are noteworthy. Starting off with a 2008 Peterbilt 388 truck tractor that's being offered to us by TWD Farms out of Craig, Missouri. Really sharp sleeper truck. This truck's got 848,000 miles on it. Got a C13 Cat diesel, 13-speed manual transmission. A couple of noteworthies on this sharp truck is it does have the 24.5-inch wheels, also aluminum wheels. So please be on the lookout for that. The next thing we got out of Rutledge, Missouri, is by GWF Transport, is a 2006 utility 3000R 48-foot reefer trailer with a Thermo King reefer unit on it. That reefer engine's got just over 26,000 hours on it. This trailer comes with super singles and aluminum wheels. There is a little bit of damage on this trailer, but it's a sharp, usable trailer nonetheless. Next up is a 2004 Kenworth T300 by Rick Riemann in Hankinson, North Dakota. This is a tandem axle cab and chassis, 69,000 miles on it, C7 Cat diesel engine, 10-speed Eaton Fuller manual transmission, just a sharp-looking truck with low miles. Next, out of Wisconsin by Daniel Olson in Lena, Wisconsin, is a 1993 Kenworth T800. This is a tri-axle silage truck that also comes with manure tank and flatbed. Low miles on this thing, 677,000. Got a Cat 6-cylinder diesel engine, 15-speed manual transmission. The silage box on it is a 20-foot with hydraulic door and manual grain chute. So keep an eye out for that if you're looking to get prepared for silage season coming up, or even manure hauling for that matter. Cherokee County Road Department in Cherokee, Iowa, is offering a 2001 Mack RD688 tandem axle truck tractor, 365,000 miles showing. It's got a Mack E7, 427 horsepower diesel engine, 13-speed manual transmission. She's not new, but I tell you what, she is a powerhouse of a truck if you're looking for something to pull something around. And then we go to the city of Williamsburg. They've got a couple of pieces for us. The first one is a 1999 International 4900 dump truck with a plow. It's got 26,000 miles showing. The plow that's coming with it is an 11-foot multi-angle plow with quick attach. Got the DT 466 diesel engine in it. This is an automatic, so you can put anybody in the driver's seat on this one. The dump box on it is a front or rear dump with a mid-mount spreader and conveyor unload. So keep an eye out for that as well. The second thing they're offering up is a 1987 Ford F-350 dump truck. Nice, usable little dump truck. It's got 65,000 miles showing on it. It's a two-wheel drive. It's got the 460 gas powerhouse engine in it. 4-speed manual transmission. It is dualed up on the rear. That comes with an Omaha standard box. That's 120 inches long with a hoist underneath it. PTO pump, she's ready to go. Next thing I want to highlight, also out of the state of Iowa, comes from Greg Jokum. It's a 1986 Freightliner FLC tandem axle tractor with 678,000 miles showing. Got a Cummins 400 horsepower diesel engine in it, 13-speed Eaton Fuller transmission, interlock differential. This one's also got the 24.5-inch rubber on it on aluminum wheels. So sharp-looking truck that they can put to work. Going from there, also from Greg Jukum, is, it's an oldie but a goodie, a 1970 Mack DM685 tandem axle dump truck. 141,000 miles showing on it. It's got 6,250 hours. 6-cylinder diesel engine, 10-speed with the high-low transmission. Comes with an 18-foot steel dump box with 48-inch size. Airlock tailgate. It's she's a dump truck ready to go to work. Also in the state of Iowa, and this comes to us in Bristow, Iowa, from MP Backhoe. They've got a couple of offerings for us. The first one is a 1995 Mack R686 tandem axle truck trailer, 736,000 miles showing on it. Manual transmission. It's just a good usable truck that I think guys ought to pay attention to. They're also bringing to us a 1979 Load King tri-axle drop deck trailer with ramps. Now this thing's got spring suspension, it's fixed axle, air brakes. It's a 28-foot trailer, and the interesting thing about this is it does have 2 hydraulic folding ramps for loading and unloading. So keep an eye out for that. Moving on to Sumner, Iowa, from Mark Hoppel. We've got a 1990 Freightliner tandem axle grain truck, 387,000 miles showing, cat diesel, manual transmission, PTO. This thing is just sharp. It's got an 18-foot aluminum box on it. We don't see a lot of these, straight grain trucks very often. This one's a nice one, and I certainly encourage everybody to take a look at it. There is one item, Ryan, that's not necessarily in our area, but it caught my eye out of Baltimore, Maryland. It's a 2017 International ProStar 113 coming to us from NIMC. It's got 292,000 miles showing. Got the N13 diesel engine, automatic transmission again, in a day cab, sharp looking aluminum wheels. It's got the super singles on the back. It's just a really sharp truck that, like I said, caught my eye as I was looking through the auction items for the 25th. Those are the things I wanted to highlight, Ryan.
That's our show for today. I'd like to thank our guests Travis Hackert, Kevin Nelson, and Jay Smith, and remind everyone that the equipment mentioned on today's show can be found on the May 26th auction on BigIron.com. For the Big Iron Buzz, I'm Ryan Smith. We'll catch you here next week.